I want to introduce Coach Tom Lewis, also known as the short punter. Coach Lewis is currently the offensive coordinator at Plymouth High School in Ohio, where his version of the single wing was formed in 2003. He is the author of 101 single wing plays and coaching the spin offense books, I should say. He has authored 6 single wing DVDs available on Coach's Choice, and he also sells DVDs on his own site at the URL listed on the screen. So with that said, I'm going to pull up Coach Lewis's presentation, and then I'm just going to simply turn it over to him. So Coach Lewis, you're ready to go.
Okay. This being a small session and everything, I think it's going to be fine. If you guys have questions, or really what I was talking to Rob about before we started this, if you have questions and you want me to stop and go in a different direction at any point, that's fine. I mean, the presentation I'm doing is going to kind of be through my blocking system, and I know, Coach Hogan down there already put that, but I'm going to go through the blocking and the holes and a little bit of that, and then get into the in-depth, the triple spin series. But as far as I'm concerned, if you have a question, just type it in. I'll try to answer them as best I can. I think that's one of the jewels of doing this way, is that you get a chance to come in. So please be, when you type it in there, I'll get to them as fast as I can. But we're going to go ahead and start. The anatomy of the triple spin series is what I'm going to be presenting, and he already went over a little of this. And I was head coach from 2003 to 2007 at Plymouth. We took over a program that had 4 wins in like 10 years, and I, after 4 years of being there, it was the situation had improved quite a bit, but still with no athletes and being in a really tough league. At the time, my family was all very young, and it was affecting them a lot. So I took a couple years and became an offensive coach over at Gallion High School and kind of stepped away from it. And we ran some single wing there, and then the new guy that replaced me at Plymouth twisted my arm just hard enough that I got the call to come back to Plymouth. And what I run now, no one really has a word for it. It's been called a hybrid. It's been called a bunch of different things, but it's single wing principles, although I don't use those words anymore. And we're running a little bit. He was a triple option guy as well as I was a triple option guy before I started single wing. And so I'm the offensive coordinator, and I mean, I designed this offense we're running now. It's kind of a new flavor of everything I did before. So it's hopefully, as we go through this, I'm going to really get in depth on our triple spin. So if that's the series you're interested in running, I don't currently run that, but I run versions of things. But our blocking scheme and everything else, we're still doing it the same way. So hopefully we'll get into that. Been coaching 22 years. Most of the time I was a defense coordinator. Hated certain offenses like double wing and 2 tight ends all the time. Just made my life harder. So as long as they're nice and split an end for me, then I can play my odd man or 4-3s and things like that. And so the single wing created all kinds of problems for myself. That's kind of why I went in that direction. This is what, and you probably see this slide, I've used this a lot, but this is our base formation single wing, unbalanced right. And when we line up in this, the positions and everything, and the space and everything for us was real similar. We played around with some spacing on down the road a little bit, but the biggest thing, the problem it creates is right here, these 4 guys. And because you're a 4 surface right there, the defense has got to do something. Most of the teams we faced would slide their line. I mean, that's a traditional way to handle a true 2-4 unbalanced, but we caught teams doing all kinds of crazy stuff, like playing double linebacker side by side, and I remember my first 2 years of trying to coordinate what the defense was going to do, and you just had no idea. So part of why I block, how I block, and how we do things is because this formation is such a weird thing that you can't look at film of the team they played the week before and have any idea what they're going to run. So we had to come up with some rules